In this video, I'm going to show how I installed a tablet into my 2010 Chevy Cobalt. And this is replacing the factory head unit. And I still have all the speakers working and the subs. And what I like a lot about this is that you can go on YouTube. So to find the perfect track, I don't know if this is gonna get copyrighted, I'll kill myself. It's a remix, so we'll see.
What the world been waiting on, man? It's going down. We don't even know how we made it come. Hey, Preamp, goose got me loose. Going up patrol. Money in my pocket and I'm all up in this zone. Ooh, I'ma act a damn fool.
First thing I did was I installed this tablet. It's the Amazon Fire 7, and it perfectly fits my aftermarket radio installer, this plastic bracket piece. On the back, I just have some brackets that actually hold up. They provide bottom support, and then zip ties across that provide other type of support. So pretty much this won't come out of here. So when you look at this mess of wires, you probably want to kill yourself. And same. But we got some important things. Like right here, this is just a 3.5 millimeter 2 RCA. This comes straight out of the tablet and plugs into my preamp. These RCAs are running to the back amplifiers, which that's what allows me to actually power all my door speakers as well as a sub. This right here is what plugs into the preamp. If you watched my wiring harness video, it's pretty doesn't make sense even when I watch it, but yeah. If you could follow along in that, then you're great. But pretty much, I have it all wired up to this switch here. Right here, it plugs into the factory connections. I pretty much only use the power and ground to do everything, because that's all I needed to do. So I did wire in this charger for the tablet, so everything could be kept behind there, and you just flip the switch and it starts charging, right? But what I'm finding is that it's really slow, and I might have the tablet charging wire just plug into here, and then if I want to charge it, I could just plug it in and it'll be on its own separate thing. I'm kind of debating with that right now. I'm not exactly sure if I want to do that or what. I might give it a try. Just quickly duct tape this up because bare wire was exposed. This was just a 12 to 5 volt converter, actually, one of these things. I just took it apart and soldered on some new leads. Okay, so I did actually want to put it in through here. So I have this cable running up here and then coming out the top there, so it'll be pretty inconspicuous. But then I did make some holes in here for this, and there's a charging port here. I'm just gonna plug that in and see if it works. Yep. So I guess we'll see the charging rate on that, and if it's any better. If not, I'll just throw it back onto this thing, just because it'll be a little more hidden. Alright, so that's in, and I think that's everything actually. So I'm just gonna bolt this up and tuck the wires away and show you what to do next. So after bolting that up, I'm left with all these RCAs and this connector for the preamp. The preamp is right here, and it's gonna go into this centerpiece, trim piece, and I just cut out a slot for it and just gonna slide it in there. Now all these different connectors, this is coming from the tablet. This is to the front audio. No, it's to the rear audio. This is to the front audio, and these are to the subs, and this will power the preamp. So I added an aux port into here, and this will just plug into the preamp. There's two inputs on the preamp that you can just switch back and forth to. So I'll be able to just plug in an aux cord, throw my phone in, and get music on real quick, and I don't have to worry about this. And I know it's kind of stupid. Why would I do this if I'm just gonna listen to music off my phone? But it's just cool, man. It's just cool. So I actually had to get this trim piece on first to put the preamp in. Okay, so here I have everything plugged in. Going from left to right, I've got the aux port, tablet, rear, front, and sub, and then the power connection. I can switch between the tablet and my phone, the aux port, by this button down there. This fader, or this preamp actually has exactly what I wanted. Something to control just the sub volume, and there's a crossover too or something, and then just a basic equalizer. So I'm gonna just slide this into there. And there's gonna be some bounce back from all the cables, but once it gets sitting in there for a while, it won't try to push out anymore. But I'll just give it a test try. Yeah, and you can see the lights come on in there. And I guess, so there you have it. That's how you install a tablet into a Chevy Cobalt. Obviously, you don't have to follow these exact steps. You can do it to however you want to do it. I wanted the preamp, and I wanted to control my audio still, and this is going to 2 amps in the back, and you should watch my video on how I built a custom amplifier rack. But anyway, I got everything on here. This is an Amazon Fire tablet, but I installed some software on here to actually change the software that it used, instead of using the shitty Amazon Fire software that just created ad revenue for them. That's how you can get them for $30. But I installed this, I don't know, it's just the basic Android setup. You know, Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, I got maps and everything. Netflix is actually pretty cool. On your lunch break when you're working, you can just watch a show real quick or something, you dig? Get on some Spotify and test out some music. Subs are not in right now. I'm gonna record a video actually after this and install my subs and then do a test on that. So I guess, since all of this is going to get me fucking copyrighted, now one thing to keep in mind while doing this, I'm just gonna look up some non-copyright music, and when you're out driving, right now the Wi-Fi is connected to my house, and it's not even working. So, but one thing that you're going to have to do is turn on your hotspot on your phone if you have a hotspot device that you can just throw in your car. But me, I'm just using the one off my phone, and whatever. So I'll try to find a good song out here. Said before about this is that you have to like adjust all these settings, so every time this dies, media goes down like a whole bunch of values. So we're just gonna turn that up. There is a really high-pitched ringing. It seems to relate to my RPMs as well, my alternator or something. So I need to look at that because it's literally driving me insane. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, every night is like a daze, but oh, I'm feeling praise as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day.
When music is playing, you can't hear it enough. I might need to just throw in a ground noise isolator. We'll see.
I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken.
I swear to motherfucking God, if that copyrighted me. Oh, okay. But yeah, this is not even with the subs in it. It's pretty good. The rear deck puts out a lot of power. I'll go over my amplifiers in another video, and you can check that shit out. Shit is whack. And like I said, that's just the amplifier doing that. No subs in there. That's just the Skar SK-400 fucking whatever. It's a compact amplifier too, putting out about 100 watts RMS to each channel, which is pretty freaking good, man. I'll do a video on my subs obviously after. I just wanted to show that. And there's no gain going to the amplifiers. I haven't even adjusted all that yet. That's just the lowest level input. So, or lowest level of gain. Pretty swag. We're out.